All right, man. What's up, man? Hey, man. Say, man. Do.
Hit the rolly stuff with the rolly on.
Hold on. First of all, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Birthday.
Monetization.
Oh, yeah. Wait, no. Who owns that?
Stevie Wonder, baby? I don't know.
No, no one. I don't think anyone owns that.
That's why we can sing it? Because we can't sing the other one. Because
Yeah.
You know who owns that?
Michael owns that
You know who
one.
owns that? Black people.
Because they do say, we see the black happy birthday?
Literally
Happy
every party I've ever been to, if somebody starts saying happy birthday, there's a choice to be made. We
Yes.
look around the room, see how many black people are in the room.
And which one we going?
And if it's less, if we're a minority, we might hit you with that happy birthday.
No, we going to swag it out. Somebody in there going to be singing.
We start off with the basics. If we're a minority in that room, and challenge me on this, if we're a minority in the room, in a major minority, like 70-30, we'll start off with the happy birthday to you.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
at the
of
very end, we hit with happy birthday
Hey.
to you.
Hey!
Quick update.
What
I didn't know this
happened?
happened. Mike doesn't own it. It was originally owned by Warner Music. However, in 2015, Judge ruled that that song is now public domain and can be used of the regular Happy Birthday.
Wow.
Can be used without paying royalties.
Okay, so it's
So
for the
now,
streets.
hey, welcome. Hey, all them restaurants with them little cutesy songs, they suck. Sing the regular one.
Yeah,
Yes.
come on now. Hey, it's in the streets now. It's back to the streets.
But on the monetization, if it ain't yours, you can't even do it. Period. Right? Like
Nah.
if you don't have it, if you
But
don't own
that
it at all.
public domain, nobody owns that.
Well,
so
no,
that shouldn't be-
with
Well, I'm
monetization,
saying in
it's
general,
about
like if you're just playing anybody's song, like
well,
they
that
send a little strike back or say you can't do X, Y, and Z.
is less about that. It's more so about the rights on the record.
But,
Yeah.
So you can you can say somebody's song if they let it be used
yeah.
publicly. There you go. And then they won't ding you. But anyway, hey, welcome to the episode, guys. This is a very special one. We were singing the happy birthday song. Why? Because we're 52 weeks in, guys. Every 52 weeks, that's 1 year. Y'all made it. We made it.
We made it. Nigga, we made
Hey. Now that one I know ain't gonna get clear.
First off,
We
talk
made it.
about a crazy beat, boy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
might
that
cease
boy
and desist us, knowing him.
Drake verse on that? Yeah, facts. Nah, shout out to shout out to BBL Drizzy.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah.
Hey man, listen, another episode of the Stuck in the Middle podcast where it's up and it's stuck weekly. Every week, whichever one you want to choose. But I can't do nothing. Listen, we have 52 weeks. It shouldn't have took us a year, but we're getting there. A couple hundred left on Instagram. Couple hundred left on YouTube. And guess what? We're gonna be at 1,000 followers on every platform. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about, man.
So
Steady growth.
also, we just added another one to the mix. Shout out B Wood. Well, that's an announcement here soon. We'll talk about that soon.
Man,
Another
everybody got
platform to the
announcements
mix.
today.
Oh yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I'm sorry. It's the year. It's the year long. We gotta talk about it. But you know what it is. We don't do nothing without the fam. I keep them with me.
I am higher ed Fred today.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I'm higher ed Fred today.
The regs.
The
must
regs
have
hit you?
A different kind of
He
red.
rigged out.
Uh-oh.
I'll update later, I suppose.
He said
Okay,
I'll
here
update
you
later.
go.
Sound like a machine or something. B will cuss. We're locked in.
Gas or
all times.
pass. Gas or
At all
pass.
times. Hey,
Oh,
Perry,
my
Perry. Settle down, cuz.
He working, man. He working, man.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah, remember
He
this is
working.
job.
He
This is
locked
job.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
Trying to
look
get
at
views.
That's right.
Exactly. Corey from Corey's Corner, the resident unicorn. Haven't seen that in a long time. Perry, that's my pup.
Perrito.
And what you doing, man? I told you episodes ago we was gonna get rid of that, but I just can't. I don't have it in the heart in me. I gotta wait till the squeaker come out because it's a choke hazard.
Quick question: is he a Eagles fan?
Huh?
Is he an Eagles fan?
You didn't
course
see
he
the
is.
jersey?
I mean, he's chewing on a blue toy, so I didn't know if that.
That's
was...
why he
course,
chewing on it because
of
blue
course.
it's a op.
I mean,
Immediately
but he got
he-
some white, you know.
Yeah, he
green
got
right
the
there.
green ones over there. He don't
You
really
see,
know,
he ain't
you
touch
know?
him. You see,
You
he
see,
ain't
he
touch him.
kind of he gentle with
Audience
those.
Stuckies can't see
He
that.
gentle with those. He be biting this one and he be kind of like
Okay.
It's
bet,
too
bet,
close
bet.
to the star. He don't really like it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bet. Perry, who's your favorite team? That's a bet. So yeah, we're good.
I'm the official social cues, man. We are the Stuck in the Middle podcast. And before we do anything, again, we need you to go to all the platforms and plus one. But when you get to YouTube, make sure you double punch. Because when you do that, you'll get all the notifications when we go live, when we drop new content, when we drop new long form. You will get it. Other than that, we're just going to float in the ethosphere. We're going to float in the algorithm and hope to God that you click on the podcast content. We don't need that because this show is broken up into 4 segments. We started off with the Must Stuck of the Week, which I feel like for the next several weeks, gonna be the same dude because he just keep coming up with new stuff. But we'll talk about that. From there, we move on to what you guys send us, and that is your Stucky situations. And the easiest way to do that is to go where?
StuckyPod.com.
And do what?
StuckyPod.com.
And submit
Yes, that's right. We submit.
your Stucky situation.
How hard is that, guys? By the way, if you
Very
go to
simple.
StuckyPod.com, isn't it the very first thing and the only thing you can
It
do?
is.
That's the only thing.
You can
That's
also click the link in
It's
my
literally
bio on
only
any of
2
my
clicks.
socials.
That's right.
And it could be long or it can be like last week or very short like today's.
Yeah, either way, we need it. We appreciate you guys for stepping up and watching us, but also this is about you guys. The show is about you guys. So the more Stucky situation you send, the more we can get you unstuck. From there, we go into the world and figure out what's so stuck and stupid that we put it on the wheel with B-Wood Cooks. And hopefully we don't get any returning figures on there. At the very end, we get super vulnerable, super dark, super open. Cori says, we got to do some shadow work. Ooh. I mean, it's Halloween. That works.
It's Halloween.
That's right. And then he wraps us up in a pretty little bow. Send us on our way for the week. And guys, that is the show. About an hour, hour and a half. We hope you stick around. I got to hear everybody's vote for the most stuck of the week. Let's do it. Oh, hold on. 52. Of
Ray Lewis.
course.
Yeah,
What
that's tough. Yeah, you got to quit. I was thinking too hard for that.
Come on. Who else?
Shout out to Ray.
Jeff Gordon.
Does anybody else matter in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, there's other studs.
Hallelujah.
So what's the Sean? What's the dude from
Sean
the
Kemp?
Cowboys? Nah, he trash.
From the Cowboys.
I'm
Yeah.
just
we
kidding.
don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm
we
just
don't know.
kidding.
We don't know.
From the Cowboys.
Are you
Sean
supposed to be
Lee.
up here?
Sean Lee. Was he 52? Man, Cowboys always
Maybe
had some
not.
crazy linebackers. Then they always got hurt.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Cowboy fans. I'm kind of rusty. We've been losing too much.
That's right.
My brain I'm spinning.
There
I'm stuck.
you go.
Hey.
Let's get you
I
unstuck.
got this.
Become
I
an Eagle
got
fan.
this.
Jeremy, what you got? 52.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Ray Lewis out
I've
of
never
there.
cared.
Yeah,
about
Ray
it.
Lewis
Like,
took.
hey,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
Ray
yeah.
Lewis took the cake on that one. On everybody's.
You're supposed to come in with the NASCAR pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right.
Who's
Yeah,
52 on
let's
NASCAR?
I would just say Jeff Gordon every week.
Every
Yeah,
week
every week.
until it hits.
24 or something.
And he retired
I
and come
think it
back
was
with
24.
52.
We got to go
Yeah.
backward to get to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call me Jeff
Who's car
Gordon.
52, bro?
Stuart Friesen.
Come on,
Friesen.
Stuart.
Oh, Stewart.
Hey, that's
He
my
got-
boy. Hey,
hey.
he fast, ain't it?
Hey, has he won anything?
Stewart is a NASCAR name.
That's
Yeah, that
exactly
is for
right.
real talk.
That's
Real
exactly
talk.
right. Really, a last name.
Also, and oh man, he doubling up on the numbers, bro. He also got number 44. But
Oh, we
it
can't
doesn't
go
look
back.
like
44, that's me.
doesn't
Get some cold cuts. Get some cold cuts.
Hey,
Woo!
what's his name again?
Don't-
I forgot already.
Stuart Friesen.
I'm about to say
Who's
Stuart.
Stuart Friesen? Shout out
There's
to Stuart
also
Friesen.
there's also been Earl Ross, EJ Trevette, and Jimmy Means.
Trevette.
Notice how they weren't the first search.
Yeah.
yeah. We rocking with my
Stuart
boy.
Friesen, shout out to you, man.
Stewie.
Give us a follow,
you know,
bro.
He ain't got no.
Give us a
doesn't look like he
follow.
got no wins, but he with Toyota.
Hey, chill out. We don't need to know that. Oh, he with Toyota? He cool with me. I like Toyota.
Yeah.
Hey, he cool with me. All right, Stewie.
Give us a follow. Stop playing.
Yeah, come on, man.
And
Get us in that
spread-
NASCAR.
Cause
life.
you Canadian, bro. Spread the word.
You know what,
You
Stewie?
ain't winning. You obviously stuck.
If
so
you can get us to a
good.
NASCAR race so we could do the pod at the NASCAR race, Stewie, you the real one.
So
We
we too
obviously
loud,
have to
though.
be in the suite so we got, in
Let's-
order to record. You know.
Yeah, I
we
was
gotta
say
be
you
in
gotta
the
have a super engineer for that.
No. He just got to get us somewhere nice.
suite. You know,
Get
we
us
can
to
go,
Texas
we can go
Motor.
back to Texas Motor and do the
There
prom
you go.
room again.
figure it
bro.
out.
Put us on
$1 million
TMS. Yeah.
like
Put the microphone inside your throat.
When we start talking, hey,
Just gotta
it's a
think
neural.
it.
get the Elon Musk.
cut us
bro.
off.
Elon
Look,
Musk.
on lap 3, it just cut us off. Stucky, sit.
That's the edit right there. You know what I'm saying? This break is brought to you by Stucky Situation.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so let's see. Most stuck of the week, which I got.
Texas State Fair as a whole, they're not. No, really, it's not. It's whatever vendor got that. What you say, the cotton candy bacon
The cotton
Yeah.
candy. I've been seeing so. I have not.
stuff,
I've
bro.
been seeing so much garbage about that.
Not the Texas State Fair. Sorry, let me roll it back. Whoever that vendor is.
Well, no, the Texas State Fair too, because they're the ones that vote and put it up on their like list of
But
foods.
who is they?
The Texas State Fair.
Yeah, but I'm saying who is them? Do
Whoever
they have a
that-
leaset, or is it
Yes.
like we go get the people volunteers who work?
No, they have a vendor. They choose their vendor group based off of a set of them trying out the stuff and saying, okay, this works. This is the Texas. This is them too, so they get a knock on the
So
head.
what
too.
I'm hearing is
But
gas and
I'm
pass
just-
need to be on the board.
Bet.
I bet.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
No, man,
Or
let's
Stucky.
just
We
call
can
it
all
what it
be on
is.
board.
Whoever pays first. And come on, you
Yeah.
can't taste. From what I hear, everybody say it sucks. So there's
And,
no way.
and it's not even because I feel here's the thing. This is why I say they stuck. You know, if you eat something bad, you're automatically already upset because you paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't pay a lot, you're like, all right,
Whatever.
like,
They
I
got
lost
me.
a couple dollars for
Yeah,
that.
they got me
Bro, $16
for a slab of bacon.
for a piece of bacon about this long?
No, sir.
And wrapped in, and not a lot of cotton candy either.
No.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, if we think cotton candy gonna about $9.
No. Listen.
Yeah.
We're not going
Okay, but
into
here's
the
the thing, we're
business
not-
end of this. Look,
Yeah.
Ryan immediately went to P&L.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. After labor costs and stuff about 16. No, seriously, 16 is fair. We're fine with that. But the only thing the reason why I really want to taste it is because I really love bacon, and you can't really go wrong with sweet bacon.
Hey, this
Can't.
one you did.
Well,
So
apparently you
it
can.
just got to be. It's something that is lacking, and we'll figure it out. It's probably salt, but we'll figure it out.
yeah,
They're
remember,
going
it
to the
ain't been
grinder.
reviewed since until B Will Cooks reviewed it
Yeah,
anyway.
they're going to the grinder.
Yeah,
so
it's
for
fine.
me right now, it's them. They're gonna make their money because they made it into the little brochure.
Yeah.
They got top 10 pick or whatever. But I will say, I told them before that churro cheesecake on a stick.
Always fire. That ain't the first year they had it.
I literally have not been since elementary school.
But no, he made a good idea. Texas State Fair, get me on the board ASAP.
And I mean,
Because
heck, you
this
can do
is-
a bunch.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be. Somebody came to you and just paid you the money and you turn nice. No, if you really doing that, come on, get that palette ready, baby. You need me. Good idea, baby. Come on.
I did also see. I text y'all the group too. I was walking in one of the halls, looking at some artwork. I seen a guy up there teaching them how to make biscuits, homemade biscuits. I said,
Oh, that's
"Man,
lit.
that's why I said, B
Was
will
he
cut
a
at the
great
fair."
white or was he black or what?
Was he
He
great
might have been
white?
somewhere in the middle of the
I don't
spectrum.
remember.
Oh, he was a mixed boy.
Yeah, or like
Different
Hispanic,
culture.
or you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like he wasn't like black or he
Oh, he
definitely
teach how to
wasn't
make
white.
What day of the week
Okay.
was it?
It was Tuesday
Definitely wasn't white dude.
State Fair holler at me because it sounded like he wasn't
for
doing
sure,
his job.
for sure. No. Here's
he
what
was
I will
rocking?
say. No, he was good. I'm not. This is not against you. You definitely have more charisma.
Okay.
You can keep the crowd in it. You know what I'm saying? But what he did also was kind of cool. Like he was answering questions live.
Oh, that's
So like
tough.
one time he was using some margarine.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked, "Why would you use butter over margarine?"
Mm.
Now, granted, this person is probably watching your thing and like really actually into it,
Which they deserve an answer.
right?
Yeah.
And so his answer at first was like, "Cause that's how grandma used to do it."
Mhm.
But he kind of said it like that, so I was like, I flubbed it. And I think he saw the reaction on her face, and then he went into like a real answer, like, "Oh, you got to remember that butter smoke point is a little bit
Yeah.
lower." And
Oh,
da-da-da.
yeah, 100%.
I'm like, all right, B Will got more charisma. It would definitely kill this.
Yeah. Well,
That's-
I always think about that too, because all it is that guy at the state fair that's selling pots and pans. That same dude.
Yeah, it was sponsored by Cutco.
Yeah, there's the guy with the rap microphone, and he's like,
Oh,
okay, let me
100%.
show you like all this, and he's just
Right.
kind of constantly
Coco,
selling.
I need a fat bag I'll do a collard green class.
Yeah.
Easy,
You gonna do it in
easy.
the tub?
You said what?
Huh?
No.
Oh, yeah, we do a collard green class sponsored by Kamala.
Do it on PV weekend, PV Grambling.
Listen, no, I said
Yeah.
he gonna clean them in the tub.
that's what
That'd be
sponsored by
hilarious.
Hey, we
Kamala.
doing
That's
we
what
doing the
like
Kamala
bread.
style,
Oh,
baby.
Yeah, Kamala style. Kamala style collard greens,
Hold
baby.
on,
Coming in
that
here.
turkey. She said she got to
Kamala
make.
greens.
Yeah.
Kamala
I need the
greens.
bag. I need
You
the
know what?
bag though.
That should be on the. Hey, that should be on the.
Copyright
That should be on
now.
the wheel. Hey, are we gonna make that turkey?
Oh,
Go turkey.
Yeah, I ain't seen that Kamala turkey recipe.
No, I'm not touching that.
do y'all remember when Paula Dean?
Yes, bro.
Went
I
crazy
when I said
on Twitter?
when I
Said the
said
N-word?
Kamala Green.
No. Well, she came back from that, and then she was
Poster
she was
free.
on Twitter or slash X, and she said, "What's your favorite potluck dish?"
then
And
everybody
Black Twitter took over it,
took
and they called it
macaroni and cheese.
yeah, like 1/5 of a pound cake.
Bro, I kid you not. I literally sent that list to someone not long ago.
Macaroni and cheese.
Bro,
This is a legend.
It's hilarious, bro.
Said it. Who said
Bro,
it?
you
Who
can-
It was like a
Google-
universal
Google
post.
that. Google Paula Dean's potluck. It's
Yeah.
one of the nights. You know, there's like 5 nights on Black Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Like when Trump tweeted out the N-word
The black
Navy.
job. Oh yeah, that's
Black Jobs was another
Black
one.
job was another one.
Paula Dean's potluck was one of them nights. One of the
Yes.
first iterations.
Oh, macaroni and
Bro,
cheese.
macaroni and
killed
cheese is
me, bro.
hilarious. But bro, when
Yeah,
I
that's
tell
a
you they was
legend.
going crazy on the names,
That's
Bruh,
a legend, bro.
When I tell you, what was one? I'm trying to think of it before it comes up. They had niggas in a blanket.
I just need.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro.
Niggas in the blanket was hilarious.
I just want to know who put the macaroni and cheese. Who's the human? I just need the human that commented that.
Cause
It
that's
was because
legendary.
it came from like a post.
I know,
Like-
but
like,
whoever
it was someone
bro.
else's page.
Whoever it came from, we need to put you on the podcast.
Yeah, bro,
you're-
please,
you're-
bro, hit us up. That's crazy. Macaroni and cheese.
Hey,
is
niggas in the
wild.
blank is legend.
Bro,
Yeah, bro, come on.
hold on, we gotta go. What do you call it?
First of all, hold on. For the Stuckies, who's the Stucky
It's
Stucker,
Diddy.
Mother Stucker?
It's Diddy.
Well, no.
Did it every week?
Well, he said Texas.
Yeah, Texas State Fair, the bacon cotton candy. Oh, yeah, you're out of here.
His bet. What do you
hold
want?
on, let me look up the name of the company so we can actually.
Yeah, and who are
fire
you gonna?
you up.
Who's your vote for most stuck of the week?
The bacon company.
Okay, Jeremy.
We double it down.
Bacon, yeah. Because I heard so much about it. They gonna catch me.
Yeah, we hadn't even tasted it. We talking shit, talking mushrooms.
Dang, I can't load in because I gotta sign in on that. But you ain't find an article.
No,
online?
see, it's under Paula Dean's name. I can't find an article yet.
Nah, bro.
Russo's,
I'm looking it up.
Russo's cotton candy bacon on the stick.
Russo's, you're going to the
It says
market.
this finalist of the Big Tex
Hey.
Choice Awards. Man, get out of here.
Go
man.
on Twitter
That's
and
what I'm
go hashtag Paula's best dishes. Here we go.
That's what I was meant. That's what it was. It was the hashtag.
Klondike bars.
No.
Yes, bro.
Paula Dean's can teach you how to properly segregate the eggs white from the color yolk.
No, they're
The
gross.
Dred Scott potato pie.
Hey, that's tough. That's tough.
Lynchables.
Yes.
Yes.
Uncle Tomatoes.
Yes.
We
saw
sat over
over
crumb
crumb
cake,
cake.
bro.
Oh my God.
How do y'all not remember this, bro?
Cotton picket fried chicken? That's
I
so
don't remember
cool.
none of this.
Macaroni, there you go.
There it
Cake
is.
punch,
There's the
it's all
person.
in my mind.
There you go.
You're the
Cake
goat.
punch is all in my mind. That's the person.
Not White Devil's food cake.
Swole business. Swole business. Hey, at Swole
Back in the
Business.
bus biscuits.
Yeah.
At Swole Business, you're a legend, bro.
Yeah.
You hear
You're a Twitter legend.
You,
You
hear
better
white
hush
folks talking?
puppies.
You better hush puppies.
Sweet little sweet cherry pie.
That's tough. That's tough.
The fly had me dead, bro.
That's
tough. You dry.
Yeah, you guys try to color greens?
Bro, it
Yo.
went on that night. I can remember being at Charleston State, literally cackling so loud that
I
they
was
came
in
and knocked
tears,
on my
Bro,
door.
that's
Like,
how did I
I
miss
was in
that?
tears.
bro, because
Yeah,
it was
I
like
missed that.
obviously this article probably got like 15 of them. There were hundreds, bro.
That's why I know I would have been.
Hundreds,
I would have
bro.
been in.
I was
shambles.
literally
one
in
of the
tears.
best nights in Black Twitter of all
All
time.
right, let's see. My mother stuck. I'm gonna have to go with Diddy. It's easy. Every week he got something new. Every week. They said
Diddy wins.
So you know it was crazy.
Diddy
We were
wins.
talking about
Is that why that was his like
Take that, take
catchphrase?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
God.
seriously. Yeah, think about
Oh,
it.
God.
Hey, think about it. Anyway, so we all used to get freaked out when we read stuff like this, like 1,000 bottles of baby oil. We already discussed why we think that happened, but now it's a little bit darker. Like thousands of victims.
Well,
Now that alleges, right?
No, I think for any sane person, we were already there. We knew it was. This is years. This is Diddy since he was probably
yeah.
18.
Yeah,
Decades.
I mean,
Yeah,
and then
so
you
it
hear
can't
you hear
be.
unfortunately that there's like kids involved at some point too. 9-year-old,
Diddy, man. Diddy out
he always gonna be it for me.
All alleged, by the way.
Alleged until it's not. Yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
We just report what we hear.
You know, but
allegedly.
you know what? To put a little bit of break in the system, I'm gonna go with the bacon because I'm mad because I ain't even got there yet.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Watch it be watch we say the Unstuck of the week is the bacon guy, and B would go there and actually give it gas.
It's gas.
We'll see. I'm just saying the 16 was crazy. Now, granted, from the business and the P&Ls, does it make sense? Sure.
Sure, yeah, they gotta
From
pay somebody.
and you're at the fair, like
Yeah, they
you
don't.
gotta
They
pay for
gotta
that
pay
too.
somebody to put it out.
But I don't know. The best bacon I ever had came from a spot in Stillwater, Oklahoma. 2 spots. One is called Just Waffling. First off, if I could franchise any place in the world, any like business or restaurant, it would be Just Waffling. And then the second place, so it's Thai really, is Eskimo Joe's, man, which we just call E-Joe's because of the first word.
Texas State Fair.
Yeah.
Russo's.
Russo's,
You
that's what they
are
call it.
the Mudstuck of the week.
The Unstuck of the
yeah.
week, man.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, let's move on to that Stucky situation.
It's a bug.
Every time we get to the Stucky
What is
situation,
going on?
the bug going
Man,
crazy.
Ain't
I had a
nothing but
zoo the
little
other
ladybug.
day, bro. That was crazy. Last week,
Ain't
Yeah,
nothing but
the big old spider.
ain't nothing but a little ladybug.
Ooh.
told you it was short.
Boy, this is really short.
I didn't even read it. I just
Oh my
You copy and
god!
paste. All right, so this is truly anonymous. We ain't got no stats. I've had identity issues based on my race and ethnicity. My mom is Hispanic and my dad is black.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised in a predominantly white town, raised in Hispanic culture, and went to an HBCU. What are your thoughts on raising
Isn't that last
biracial
week?
children? Any thoughts of how to handle identity issues? This is not last week.
This is something that was 2 weeks ago. Somebody also was raised like this in a white town and went to HBCU, but the biracial children part might be a little different.
maybe.
mean,
Nah, it
I'm
was
about
the
to
same
say-
thing, biracial.
Either this is not like quote from the same.
Oh, okay, bet.
yeah.
So someone else,
Well, the other
maybe
one was longer
whoever
anyway.
submitted this saw our other episode and wanted to talk about it too,
Well,
or maybe wanted more information. So
I'm sure at least two of us can speak to this.
I'm about to say, y'all can start it off.
Yeah, B Wood, you jump it off, bro. What
I
you?
went to HBCU. Wait, you want to go ahead?
I just raise them. That's my answer. I don't know.
That's
Again,
real.
I told you, I think that's the same thing I had last time. I don't see color, so I don't know what to.
They're just kids, right?
Yeah, everybody is colorless to me. So
Yeah.
now there's respect. There's different things out there that people get value with for me, but everybody is equal to me until you disrespect me or something like that. So yeah, that's my answer. I just raise them like regular kids. I don't.
Yeah. Color doesn't automatically mean culture and vice versa, right?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even think that deep.
What are my thoughts on raising biracial children? I raised biracial children, which happen to be black and Mexican. Like you are stating, you're black and Hispanic. I'm sure you have an obvious connection to what I'm saying right now, which is one thing. So I'll give you a way to get unstuck. How about that? Every morning since my sons have been alive, on the way out to school, I have them do. I call it a prayer mantra because we say amen at the end of it. So that makes it a prayer in my mind. But what they do is they say very directly, I am black. I am Mexican. I am proud. I'm enough because Jesus said so. And we love Jesus. So today I will be great. Amen. Right? So that's my way of, because I already know what's about to happen. They're going to go out into the world. People are going to see that they're of mixed race, and their ignorance is going to step in front of them and say a bunch of crazy stuff and treat them a bunch of different ways and call them all kind of stuff. And I mean, we get that in the black community. I'm not light-skinned, but I know y'all light-skinned, so I know you're growing up. Y'all got that light-skinned flair from everybody, and that's not fair because, I mean, you can't control stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So me, I get ahead of it. You know what? I'm going to tell you the opposite of what the world's going to tell you because they're lying anyway. You are enough. You are great. Mm-hmm. Your skin is what it is. You are both cultures, and that's all okay. You know what I'm saying? So the way to get unstuck is to embrace it and raise them children in the embracing of that. That would be my point.
I think ultimately, what I don't think you can do is like shy away from it. Don't think that you can just ignore what you yourself know is going to happen. So, to raise biracial children, if you're planning on having biracial children, like obviously you are because you yourself are. But you know what I'm saying? Like I think ultimately you just can't avoid it. You need to embrace it, kind of promote it for lack of a better word. Like if you can establish early on the positivity in being biracial and having multiple identities, for lack of a better word, then when these kids step into the world, the negativity has a lot more to fight through to take hold, if that makes sense. So I just, for me, growing up, black, but in the same situation, growing up in a predominantly white town, going to a very, very PWI, like, and then even all of our schools, for lack of a better word, I know. Like it was just not. I wouldn't say that it was very external, so to speak. I feel like we were very sheltered in that aspect, but there were definitely moments growing up where we all saw the difference, and it was and it was shown to us how other people thought. I think the good thing for us is how we were raised, and it allowed us to kind of see that like we were prepared early that the world is going to see us differently, but not so much in a negative way. And so I will say also one way to kind of handle that is to make sure that, the kids will know that like the world may see them differently, but you just can't make it a negative thing. Don't add any negativity to it, even to the opposite side. Like, the kids are growing up, and if you say like white people this or any other race or ethnicity or anything like that, and you're making it a negative connotation toward someone who is not them, you risk a lot. You risk scarring your kids very early on. You risk putting fear when fear may or may not need to be there, without having that initial experience, because they could go through life and never have that experience and then be internally maybe or even externally bigoted or any other version just because of how they were raised.
Yeah.
So don't make that a perpetual thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In summation of all three, I agree. I do think when we're talking about raising kids, I don't have a kid now, but like I studied child behavior around what some people would say are little kids and college freshmen, but mentally, right? But here's what I would say, like to your point of growing up, knowing and understanding that we were black, what that meant for us, that we can be proud of being who we are, why we are, what we do in our culture, why it's important, yada yada yada, and also this is how some people are going to view you off top, just because of who you are. So the luxury, because it is a luxury of like, to your point of like not seeing color. Yeah, when you're raising them, you understand that like I'm not about to raise them to think that they're just one way.
No,
like they're just a human being, right? Like for sure.
Yeah.
The other part of that is understanding the world that we live in, and that there are some people out there who are going to have disdain for you because somebody else put in their brain that you're a threat to them, just solely off the way that you look.
That's right.
Now, what I wish I would have got, because I went to HBCU, I had culture shock within my own culture, which was crazy, but it was also very enlightening, and I enjoyed it so much, was that the images that even I saw growing up of other black people were a certain way. So the image I had in mind of my own people were monolithic. Then I went to HBCU and figured out none of that was true. Like there were so many other people who were just like me or different than me, and they were all black.
And it was all kind of different too.
Exactly. So it was beautiful. Like it was so, there was nerds like I was a nerd. There was jocks like I was a jocks. There was people who loved choir and dance. There was people who just wanted to do some hood shit, and that was okay. Like it was a very beautiful thing to see for your own culture of being like, man, that's I felt seen, even though growing up there's parts of me that I felt like people didn't accept. This old gaming nerd dude, you know what I'm saying? He like Good Charlotte and Blink-182. Yeah, I also like rappers and everything else, right? And then I got to college and figured out that all of that was okay.
Yeah.
Like, right. There's like 30, 40, 50, 100 other people who do the exact same things that I do. So I would say it's just, again, if you're raising your kids, teaching them to just be proud of who they are and what identity they build.
You remember, what you're teaching them is that the way that those people are thinking about them is dumb.
Yes.
So the reason why you have to keep overshooting the confidence is because you're gonna need a lot of confidence to laugh somebody in their face.
And
you know what I'm saying? When they get to telling you all kind of stuff, they're gonna tell you because you're biracial or talking crazy because they have some kind of. You're gonna have to laugh at them because it's so dumb. But it takes a courage to do that. So you, the parent, need to be focused on building that courage up. Whatever it takes. My way was just every single day, literally drilling it into their head until they get tired. Like they're gonna get to a point where they're old and they're gonna say, "Dad, seriously?" But I promise you, when they're in 30 and 40 years old, they'll remember that we used to go to school every day and they would say this every single day.
Tell me, do this. We used to say it every day.
It was so annoying. You remember when he used to say that? Yes, but then now you're in the real world and you tell yourself in your mind to get through the day that you're black, Mexican, you're proud, you're enough, and God loves you, and it's because you love God back. You'll never forget that.
Them little moments, they matter, man. I mean, as much as people would clown me for being a good reader, right?
With the microaggressions.
Right. You know.
How many of your friends can't read now, right?
Do you feel me? And that, to me, is not, we don't say that to stab.
No.
I'm saying that in the fact that your parents instilled something in you that was so dumb that it stopped your advancement.
Come on. And you truly believed that. That's the worst part.
It stopped your that I was trying to be better than you because my mom was an English teacher and she made us read.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get to choose that, but also, what's wrong with reading?
It'd be stuff like that. Like, we got to conquer that stuff. And I'm working on this, bro. It'd be dumb stuff, bro. Like, to show you how dumb we are and how quick this can go. I'm talking about me. I'll ask my wife if I could buy something at the grocery store. Think about that for a second. I'm going to the grocery store. I'm like, babe, you think I can buy this, whatever? I had to keep saying out loud, like, what am I doing? Just buy the freaking.
Buy it.
Yeah.
No, Katie does the same thing. She's like, you never buy anything for yourself. Like, if I don't buy it for you, you don't buy it. Like, why? And I'm
It's
like,
just our thing. This
Yeah,
is something
like-
that's in my brain that's like I can't do this. Why not?
And for you in raising children, you get to help instill so many things in them. So if to Brian's point, if he wants to instill, I'm going to raise you like the human that you are, and you're going to end up creating and crafting your own lane. Great, continue to do it. If you want to raise them to say, hey, I want you to do that, but I also want you to understand that you are more than just this. You're black and you're Mexican.
Yeah.
And people are going to have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But guess what? It doesn't mean that you're not enough. They got a problem.
It means they're stupid. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think, and final touches, but like you're speaking from a place of knowledge, and so use that knowledge for growth. Like you're talking about how you've had past tense, or even are growing from it, identity issues. So as raising biracial kids, you also have established some coping mechanisms.
Yeah.
Share those mechanisms. Share your experiences, obviously in a light that's suitable for children, but like share your experiences so that they understand how to at least have a way to cope, even if it's not specifically their way. If it's your way plus their way, they now have two ways. And just give them opportunities to understand that there are ways around, or there are different ways to cope.
I can't teach you nothing. I ain't never been through none of that. But
But you've been through adversity in general.
Yeah.
well, yeah,
And
but I my parents never. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Being at Arlington, what y'all were talking about, I've never had the only issues I had was when I went to Stephenville. I've never encountered nothing like, but I expected that though.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I don't. I think my parents always taught me like, hey, you're born with an X already. You only got 3, and this is what, like you said, they prepared us well. So I can't really. When I went to Arlington, I never had nobody come to me and say X, Y, and Z or anything. I've never done. I went to Duncanville. I went to Duncanville, DeSoto. I went to every school possible in DFW, and I've never Summit, Timberview. I've never had no real issues with nobody bothering me. I mean, I could be naive to the situation, or maybe I just surpassed it. There's shade, of course, but it ain't like something that made me flustered.
I do think for you specifically, you had from my external view, you had way tougher skin. Like you were so hard
100%.
to get underneath. Like
Right,
you know
right.
the
In
jab.
general,
maybe
you
it's not
have
even
a lot
that.
of
Like you
charisma.
just didn't have that care to like
it's
focus on that. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's being raised by grandma. Like again, you always bring it up. You say it's God. So for me, I instill God so much in my kids.
That's right.
That's the focus. We don't care about this flesh. This ain't like this is. I teach my kids this is petty. When you go to school, they're gonna talk crap. They're gonna do whatever because you believe in God. You're pretty. You have beautiful hair. You're a mixed kid. You look better than half the kids here. So
They're
of
gonna
course,
roast you because
I
that's all they
don't
have.
teach it because we don't. They just know it's coming, so they don't really be bothered. Like we know there's gonna be evil days, so I don't really prepare them like, hey, look for this, look for this. It's just, hey, it's gonna come. Do what you do, But I do leave an open space if it does happen. Come to me and we can figure out a conclusion or figure out a way to get over the situation.
Because they're gonna run into it.
But other than that, kids, man, they fraud. But NASNS, which is a segment where a person, place, or thing finds herself in a stuck and stupid situation, and then we put them on a wheel, and then I scream, Cori, spin that wheel,
and the wheel gets spun.
and they get spun,
That's right.
and they ain't get stuck like
Pick
this.
that mic up.
Right here.
There's a lot of
Is it stuck and stupid for Cardi B, baby, to take Quavo back again after all that's transpired?
or Offset.
I mean, Offset.
Yeah,
I can't believe I put
Shout out
Quavo.
to-
but low key.
Yeah, Offset. Hold on, my bad. Let me read all that.
Yeah.
Is it stuck and stupid for Cardi B to take Offset back again after all that has
I'm gonna
transpired?
say stuck.
period?
No, it ain't stupid. You know why?
First of all, shout out to Offset. He was at TCU on Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Well,
I
you
was
know
like,
why?
oh.
Well, you know why? I think it's a stuck no.
Why?
She already did. It's whatever.
I say stuck. Yes.
No, meaning she already did it before. Like she.
No. I'm saying I'm saying for you. You said stuck. No, I'm saying stuck. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm stuck in because, like, at the end of the day,
Why do we care? Why are we in this?
I don't
Facts.
care.
Facts.
Yeah,
Real
I
point.
don't
Good point.
care.
Good point.
I just
Good
like
point.
you always say, take me out the group chat.
Yeah,
point.
I've never been
Take me out the
invested
group
in
chat.
most people's relationships when it comes to like celebrities and stuff like that. Because real spill, if we take away what we know Cardi for, what we know Offset for, They just regular folk.
Facts.
Arguing about this
About the things that
internet.
all of everybody argue about.
So the question would be then if they're regular,
Right.
then if somebody cheats on you 3 to 4 times, maybe 5, do you take them back? Yes or no?
I'm gonna say
For
again, Stuck
me-
no, only because you've already made the decision 4 or 5 times before. It's not like it. Look,
You're saying Stuck no, don't take them back?
no, Stuck no, take them back.
Oh,
And it's
okay,
not
okay,
stupid.
It's
Okay,
not-
and
yeah,
I'm gonna say
yeah.
something that's gonna hurt my heart because I had a very very special place in my heart for this woman.
Yeah.
But Rashida,
Facts.
she's the queen of this.
Queen.
Why am I complaining about Kirk? Why is everybody over here mad about Kirk? And she ain't going nowhere, bro. Then what are we talking about? No, it's not stupid. It's not stupid for her. She don't think it's stupid. She want to see him do all this stuff on and let him come back. That's just what she likes.
Yeah, for me, if I was Cardi's friend,
Mm-hmm.
I would tell her do not.
There you go.
But it's still
But
hurt.
we not.
But
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't know her, so I don't care. I'm stuck no, stuck.
That's
in,
why I
stuck
said,
in.
like, bro,
I
do
don't
whatever you
care.
want to do.
Like you gonna do what you want to do anyway. I
That's
done already
right.
went down this path one time, bro. I was trying to figure out. Okay, this is my friend. I know something about her man.
Mm-hmm.
Do I tell her?
Stupid, because you go to
Against-
do it and what happens?
Against my better judgment, I did.
Oh,
And for like a year and a half,
everything was cool.
no, it was
No,
bad.
it wasn't.
I
Yeah,
didn't
they
get
didn't
no
talk. Nobody talked to you.
Yeah, nobody talked to me. I was enemy number one.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
So after
And
that,
did she take it back?
first up,
Of course she did.
so
Face.
Come on.
now I'm like, I'm not meddling in nobody's relationship.
Yeah, that happened. That happened too, but that happened
So
with family.
people ask me, hey, if your homeboy was cheating, I'm not saying nothing. If he's getting cheated on, I'm not saying nothing. Cause I seen how it happened.
Is he beating on you? I'm not saying nothing.
Nah, hold on.
Nah, not yet. Whoa.
Oh,
If you my homeboy, now there's certain
okay.
things I'm rock with.
No. First of all, you're not my homeboy. Listen, if you're putting hands on people, you're no longer my
facts,
homeboy.
facts.
That's what I'm
This
saying.
is very
That's
simple.
what I'm saying. But the yes to that
Yeah, it's
point.
very simple.
But that won't be me just cut you off. I gotta tell you, man to man, that's some. Let me calm down
Yeah, because
because I had respect for you.
yeah.
As Brian said last week on the pod, I feel like I would be fraud and remiss if I didn't let you know.
Yeah, real
I'm gonna
talk.
tell you. Fine.
I'm
but
gonna
I'll never
tell
talk to
you, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you, I can't rock with you, bro, because I have zero respect for you, dog.
ever again.
Zero.
Yeah.
Like I can't. The only way, and if I knew this, like, hey, bro, somebody called me and it was like, bro, I need you to like come get me. I'm getting hit on. Like I'm on FaceTime. I can see her throwing the pots and the pans, everything else, and she'd have grabbed the broom and swung it, and he had to, or whatever. Maybe even then, but I'm like, bro, you
Yeah.
probably could have got out. But it
coulda
would
tackled
take.
her.
And you said what?
You coulda
Exactly.
tackled her or
It,
something.
bro, it would take. What I'm saying is, I'm trying to make this scenario that's like almost impossible.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It would take something like that for me to. There's not a day in my mind, a second, that I've ever thought. As mad as I've ever got at Katie, I'm finna knock her out. I'm finna hit her.
Yeah,
That has
crazy.
never
That sounds
crossed my
crazy.
mind.
As a
And
matter of
it's
fact,
not
I'm
even
more
the
terrified.
facts.
Yeah.
It's not even the fact that she's a woman. Take
No.
the sex out, bro. I've married this person, and that's my best friend.
Facts.
I don't want to hit them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Claudia were watching It Ends With Us the other night, which took us all this time to watch to prove the point that I know that I still have that in my heart. I didn't understand it until the very end when they went back in time and showed what happened throughout the movie, and I'm like, oh, he was hitting on her.
Oh, I knew
The way they did the cuts, I was like, they're gonna
I
come
knew
back to this.
the stairs
The stairs was the one
is
I knew.
when I knew immediately.
But you know why? Because of the way he was talking to her when she
Yeah.
woke up. I said, "Oh, this dude dirty." But you know,
And why didn't you take? You're a doctor. Why didn't you take her to the hospital?
you know why?
Is this spoiler?
You know
Or
what?
are you
Huh?
spoiling?
No,
Or
no,
okay,
bro. This
good.
movie been out.
You're not gonna-
yeah,
we,
exactly.
bro,
I'm
we're
gonna see
late.
it in.
We should have watched it.
I was
last
gonna
week.
see it opening weekend.
That's what I'm saying. I'm weeks and months late now.
Hey, time out. You saw it though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, she had that shit on. Didn't she? She was always.
Oh,
I
you
feel
you
like
talking
her
about Blake?
outfits. Yeah.
Yeah, she bad, bro. Blake is
Bro,
always
her
bad to me.
outfits was crazy. Anyway,
Yeah, she was top 5. Her friend was the other top 5. I'm like, oh yeah, go ahead. Blake Lively for the win.
she had that shit on, man.
Blake Lively.
Some of this I left on from last week because I feel like maybe we could, it's a big wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Is it sucking stupid for the Isaac Hayes estate to stop Trump from using Isaac music in campaigns?
You know what? I feel a way about this one.
I'm
not.
stuck,
I'm gonna say stuck.
I think it's stuck and stupid.
Yeah, I'm gonna say stuck.
To stop them?
I say stuck
I
no.
think, yeah,
I
I
say
think it's
stuck
stuck
no.
and stupid to stop.
I say stuck no.
Yeah.
I say stuck.
All right, good. I like this. We got a little bit of parody. So who want to start?
Jeremy, why you say Stuck no?
It's his music. It's how they make the money. If they don't want to promote and they don't want him to use it to make money or to get votes, then they have the right to say that. Plain and simple.
That's exactly how I feel.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's why I'm stuck. Yeah, because I agree with that. But then there's another side of this coin.
Which is?
How many people are you going to do that to that have voices, that listen to your music? We'll go in their house and stop them from listening to playing the record,
Okay,
promoting their business.
But to that point.
Okay, if I'm, Starbucks, people have a lot of protests against them right now for a whole lot of reasons globally, right? Are they going to Starbucks telling them to stop playing Isaac Hayes in their school?
We don't know. They could be.
They haven't.
Well, do you know that? You ain't seen no. I'm just saying this is.
I'm about to say.
But just because it doesn't make, I'm sure if it's public news, we can look up all the lawsuits. But if it doesn't make headlines, we don't necessarily know. That doesn't mean it's not happening. So their state may be doing that already. Possibly. But also, to that point, even if it's not, I can say, yeah, the threshold is Trump.
And that's okay. This is why I'm stuck in, because I'm okay with that. Like, make whatever threshold you want to make. It's just a slippery slope. Because then I have an opportunity to be like, okay, this is a little hypocritical. I'm sure there's other businesses that promote their business while using your music that you probably don't align with.
I have to know, though, right?
Yeah.
And you can't, I mean, it's hard for you to say, unless someone is sitting down in Starbucks recording it and sending multiple videos.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like what if it's coming from the radio that you have no control over?
That's different. That's different. But most of those businesses at that level,
they're controlling the playlist.
Yeah, they have playlists. So that's why I'm stuck. And again, it's a loose because really, I'm really like, who cares if they want to stop it? Then that's why.
But go ahead. But you said stuck, So I would love to hear your perspective.
I just think that the time that he made the music, he had odds against him already. So he already saw what was there. Like, he saw the scope of the world then. Mm-hmm. So knowing how his music would be used, knowing that he might not get paid the full amount of money, that's what the time of music was back in the day. So if you have somebody's estate, now I'm not saying you're not making money. And now all this is if you put up a amount to Donald Trump or whoever it was, and then they said no. Cool, then you got it. But if you didn't, I think it's fraud. Because at the end of the day, the music is, he made the music, this is me assuming, in my personal opinion, the music, once it's out and delivered to the world, it is there for the world. It's ours. So you're taking the moment, you're taking that thing away just because you have some type of emotion for whatever you have towards the person or towards the campaign, which is cool. But for me, I don't think Isaac Hayes made that music for you to just make that decision to say, hey, I don't want them to hear it if X, Y, and Z. Now, again, I get it. Maybe he did leave it where, that's what the estate is. The estate is you get to make the decisions on. I'm with you. But for what music is and what art is, and it needs to be heard by the world, this is the biggest platform. This is damn near the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What song is it, first off?
The big record. Let me look it
up. Why are you looking it up? But like, but are they paying him for it? Like, so
that's why I said what I said.
Because they sent him a cease and desist, I believe. I remember that. The first part was a cease and desist, and then there was continuing.
100%.
Yeah, because they're not making money.
But that's why I said if you put up a thing saying, hey, give me $4 million for what you have used, and then they said no, I'm not paying that, then that's different.
That's what I'm working on, that assumption in general, because they sent the cease and desist and he didn't stop.
Well, the cease and desist doesn't come with money.
No, I'm saying
it typically comes before.
But you're saying if he's sending one, there's probably money in there involved.
Right, or if I'm saying somebody, right, like if I'm saying, hey, I'm sending you the cease and desist. Mm-hmm. You're not stopping. My next thing is, okay, well then I'm just gonna go get my bread from it. If I don't get my bread from it, I'm suing you because you didn't stop. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, that would be the play. But I do see your point of like, it's not actually Isaac Hayes. It's his estate. I don't know how his estate is set up. But to your point of the music being ours, is it?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
You said the music out there is ours. Is it ours, or is it still that person's? I mean, we were just talking about the Happy Birthday song earlier. I mean, Disney, they sued a daycare one time because they were playing a Disney movie.
No,
out there,
so
right?
there's a slippery slope. Brian's consistent on this. Last week, this is the same argument about influence and appropriation.
Hold on, I'm coming.
But this is the same conversation around influence and appropriation. But that's why I say stuck in, because I believe Brian's point, when the music's put out there, you already have lost control. even if you have,
It's already done.
First of all, labels, A&Rs, all these people, and accounts payable, all these people that have these jobs are literally working to go attribute the money that should be coming back from those records because they realize that's a losing game. As soon as the song goes out to the world.
Well, that's because they own the masters, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So they're going to get their masters, quote unquote, back. Masters is a thing created so that you can go find money for this thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Because by nature, when I say things out loud, it's gone. Like by
you
nature.
want to be able to license it out. You want to have
So
your
they put all these things in place so that you can go collect money. You see what I'm saying? But
Right.
in reality, to his point, this is why I'm stuck in. To his point, me saying this right now, as much as I would track this thing I'm saying right now down to find every single penny that I'm worth, it's a hard fight because it's out there.
So
'Cause
then,
he
to me,
used it.
this is very
He used it.
clearly a licensing issue.
But
That's right.
that's what I'm trying to get at.
Okay, it says it was licensing.
you go.
After him playing it 150 times, they said that you owe us $3 million.
Okay,
That's-
so they
that's
asked
why
for
I
the
said
bread.
And because they won't pay the cease and desist.
That's
There you
what I'm
go.
saying.
That's-
The only
that's
time is
good.
if you put up the money, and that's why you said in the cease and desist, if it says, "Hey, just pay this money," and
Right.
then you can do boom.
Yeah.
So I get it 100%. I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that
do
kind of
your
So I
changes.
was
That
like,
sways me a little
they're
bit.
like, okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
then
do
it's
your
very
thing.
clearly a licensing issue.
Yeah, Trump. Yeah,
You gotta
can
get
pay
your
So
the
it's
money.
not.
Yeah.
If we
You got
remove
the three
Trump,
M's.
if we remove Trump, it's anybody.
Yeah.
But again, now here's an argument to this. For Trump's side,
Yeah.
I'm not making money from this record. It's just a song that I'm playing. So it's
And
not like I'm
they'll
generating
argue-
any
they'll
funds from
argue,
this
They'll
record.
Well,
argue-
you're the people that are leaving this building after this are gonna go fundraise you.
And TVs, like the
Yeah, the
people
ad
who watch
Well, no,
placement.
no,
ads and
I
all
know that,
stuff.
but I'm just saying. I'm thinking like if you're licensing it, that is the main. Well, I guess that was the main thing.
Yeah, and it's because here's the other thing when it comes to licensing for groups. So if I
Oh, the
agree to
splits.
purchase one thing,
Yeah.
The splits.
I can't then go show it to everybody else.
No.
That's why when you go to a bar, when you want to watch a game or a fight, you got to pay a cover
Mhm.
because they have to pay they have to license it to show it to X amount of people.
But they're profiting off that hit. Remember that whole campaign and all that. Unless I'm wrong, that's an MPO. All that's nonprofit. So he's not profiting nothing from that. That ad
Well,
dollars,
it's a
none of that.
fundraiser. So it's
If
a fundraiser.
I could be wrong.
Yes.
I could be wrong.
No, I see
They're
what you're
raising
saying.
funds and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
But
a
I'm just saying,
fundraiser.
but
I
that's
think
not
it might
collecting
be
profit.
from
Though. That's
music,
getting
and I
donations.
don't know. I would have to look into this because I do see that point too. I would have to look into this, but it's from distribution when it comes to music and other types of arts and goods, because it's still like a sanctioned event
Yeah.
and there are
Facts.
people there.
It's still still considered.
Right. Like I would assume that that's probably where the law lays of
Mhm.
this is a sanctioned event. It's not like a public park where somebody's just playing their speaker out loud or whatever.
Mhm.
So okay, give me the $3 million, which to me, this is why I know it's money. Y'all let him play it 150 times,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Y'all let
yeah.
him run it up. Give it $3 million. Y'all want to pay the $3 million, and we going for more. So
Yeah,
Hey,
Trump.
get your-
I would have
estate,
just
get
paid the
your
money.
money.
Yeah.
yeah, get your
He
get your
can't
money.
pay the money. He's behind on payments.
Or
for all
just
Oh
those
yeah,
movies.
facts. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
if you
yeah,
know
bro.
that y'all are what you're doing, I put this on the campaign because Trump didn't choose that song. Let's keep it a thou wow. He didn't
Yeah,
choose
he
it.
didn't choose
And
something.
according to the other end of that article, every other artist that has joined in on like cease and desist have all had that same issue.
Bro, just license the music, bro.
But
Just find the
if they're
peop-
smart, bro, this is why I don't get upset though. If you're smart, you put the man out there, you let him do his dance, you let him, you get
Yeah.
the money and you go, bro. They're not gonna pay the $3 million. Give them something where you're hitting them every single time.
That's what I'm saying. Just
Yeah.
license the
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
Like,
hit 'em every
hey, bro,
time.
you can play the song. How many rallies you got? Or we're doing 200 rallies. Okay, for 200 rallies, I'll give you the song for this much. Like,
Come on,
you
and,
play every single one.
you could even make it easier. Just go to my TuneCore.
Is it is it sucking stupid that Diddy doesn't have bail?
No,
No.
that nigga need
No.
to sit down.
No.
That man need to be.
Listen,
Now
Below
let
the
me
jail.
23
ask.
hours
Now,
lockdown.
I have to ask because I know there's people out there saying he should. Now, what about the part that there's other people out there that of his stature that has been to jail and got bail? Now I don't know if there's that.
There
people
hasn't been that many people
It's
with
not?
this type of case.
Okay, bet.
Did Weinstein get bail? I don't think he
Nah, I don't know. So I mean, I know
think
you know
Epstein
because
did.
Well,
this is why.
Epstein-
Look, this is why
Epstein
we
got
have
bailed out.
hire
He
your
died.
friends law help.
Yeah.
No, he's right. I mean,
Epstein,
I
Epstein got
think-
bailed out.
Let's just keep it 1,000. I think the only reason why they wouldn't give him bail is that he's a flight risk.
Flight risk,
100%.
100%.
That's it.
Before anybody says anything, we get it. He did try to prove that he wasn't a flight risk. Okay, we get it. He did turn in his jet. He did turn in his passport.
Well, it's not material. It's the mental.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's part of the racketeering. Like the fact that he can. What's the word when you can make somebody do
Influence. You're
Yeah,
just
influence.
influencing.
I guess.
Yeah, you can.
what's the other word though?
Coercion.
Yeah,
you can
there
coerce
it is.
them
Coerce
into.
them into
Yeah,
whatever.
That's
it
the
is.
issue with Diddy. I probably wouldn't let him out either.
No, I mean, not right now, bro. Thousands of people coming out.
Now,
But for the money though.
I do believe in bail reform,
What's that?
like reforming.
Oh,
how
yeah,
we
yeah,
use
reform.
bail,
I'm tripping,
'cause
I'm
it's
tripping,
very
I'm
much
tripping.
so.
Yeah,
It's very much so predatory. But I also believe in cases like this,
Can't do it.
you can't, bro.
Where's the money go though? Just to the
Whose
bail, or
money?
does it go to the like? Say if he paid a $50 million or something, does it go strictly to the
It's
bail, or
bail
does it go
bonds,
to
and
the?
then they
and then
split it
goes
with
to
the state.
city and
Yeah.
state,
Y'all didn't-
Making bread. That's
They-
why.
no. But listen to their angle. This again, y'all gotta pay attention. Listen to
Also
their angle.
goes to victims if his
No,
case
listen
is-
to their angle. Their
Really?
angle. Here's what I truly. Let me just break this down. Here's what I truly believe about this whole Diddy thing. There's a huge chance this is a nothing burger. This is gonna be tough
hate
to
that
swallow.
term.
This is a tough pill to swallow. But there's a huge chance that they don't have a lot, and it's because of the way that they moved, and because of the way they're turning down his bail. Lets me think the other way. So they're not concerned about the bail money
Like
because bail money is right. Bail money is chips and peanuts
sometimes,
compared to the two houses,
Right.
the plane, the this, the that, the this contract, the that. They're coming for all of that. So they're like, do I give him this $50 million, whatever? We take a little quick chip in of some money, but then he's gone. He moves to Bali somehow, goes through a tunnel and ends up in Bali, and we never see him again, and we never get none of that stuff. We got to move fast. This guy's selling. He sold off the Ciroc. He sold off everything, right? Because he's smart. He's thinking, well, he maybe not him, but his team is like, bro, they're coming for all this, so sell it. They can't come for it if you close on a sale. It's somebody else's at that point. So I believe they're saying no to the bail, and it has a lot to do with the fact that they can make a lot of money on the other assets. That's truly what I believe.
We'll see.
Because to Brian's point, I'm sure there's people that have been high level that got bailed out, but it wasn't like this because they didn't have 2 mansions of jet and all this other stuff.
Real talk. Ain't had no real power.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Is it stuck and stupid to think that historical grievances should be a basis for current claims to land? So basically, if some stuff that happened in the past,
It's a reparations argument.
basically reparations, something happened in the past, I need my 40 acres and a mule. I need to fight for this piece of property because this is what it said back in the day.
Hold on,
stuff
man.
like that.
That's tough. I'm gonna say stuck and because it depends on what we're talking about. Was it promised?
I think if it was my things when it comes to reparations or any type of things like this is if it was promised,
I need it. I don't care how long.
Yes.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
1,000
Right.
years.
if it
I
was
need
promised, yes, and or if it was proven to have been taken by force,
it. Ill will.
by ill
Which
will.
again, a lot of countries have gone through their history and
Right.
found that out and apologized and still not kicked back. So we're
For
in that
sure.
situation now. The states are apologizing.
100%.
So kick it back.
Exactly. and I know it's the tough part, and that's what people, especially when you get into like the reparations thing, people go like specifically talking about white people right now.
There you go.
Great way.
Put that out there.
I don't own a slave. My grandparents didn't own a slave.
Slow
First
down.
off, when we're talking about reparations, we're not even necessarily talking about y'all. We don't
Yeah,
care
we're
about
talking
y'all.
about
Calm
that.
down.
We talking about the government.
Yeah, calm down.
See?
We talking about the government. No, had nothing to do with you. And then you gonna say something like, "Oh, well, where's the government gonna get that money?"
Where it's been taken from our backs, like everybody else.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. Great whites, they're so good with shade. Like when they asked that first one, that's the part of the shade.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. When they ask these questions and stuff, that's what. And again, I love white people, but it's just part of the shade, bro.
Yeah, like what? First of all,
I literally
do you think that I'm talking to you right now, Mr. Sir,
I'm telling you, it's part of their shade.
about reparations, Mr. 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 30-year-old? Shut up, dude.
It's
We're
part
not
of their
obviously
shade,
we're not
dude.
talking about you, man.
like there.
I love
and
white
part
people,
of it is
boy.
like the reparations part is to me a true acknowledgement of wrongdoing, because you could say, yeah, we're sorry for whatever, but that's not real restitution, because I need you to recognize the economic influence it had
and the real impact.
and the real impact that it had. So that's
a
why
good
we need.
point. It's really more. You
It's-
owe us more.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't even think about that.
No, it's beyond.
That's business.
It's beyond.
Exactly.
business.
That's what I'm
right.
saying.
That's right.
That's what people
Look at
don't
Haiti.
understand. People literally think, And if we get to, there's so many people who have got reparations for things that have happened. So people get to the fact and they're like, oh, black people just lazy. They just complaining. They want reparations. Bro, you don't understand the economic and real things that happen to the black community, bro. And how the effects of that are extending today. And we're not saying that because we want your money.
No, we don't even
understand. It has nothing to do with
Here's the thing. We don't want your money. We want our money.
That's right.
Facts.
That's it. So somebody said one time, and I was like, this is kind of a okay idea if this was a bare minimum. Hey, for like 150 years, I don't have to pay no taxes.
Yeah, and
stuff like that.
And it'd be
I
stuff
pay no
like that.
taxes,
It'd be
bro.
like, or for if we are proven to come from a background that was,
Had enslaved people.
right.
Yeah,
That
something
was-
like that.
How about this? How about this? All that stuff free. Healthcare, no taxes.
Yeah, just little
Right.
stuff like that.
You know, maybe it's not like you giving me a cash. Maybe I still need a little cash too, so I can get my little 40 acres.
I mean, in theory, holding no tax is getting that cash.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Right, in
that's-
theory. That's what I'm saying, right? That's
over time.
that's the tide raise all boats or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then that right there will put everybody in tussy because they're like, well, then who's paying the deficit? No
Right.
one. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We're not that. But what? So now it goes to the argument of, okay, so all those years of excellence that we want to make great again came off the backs of people who were not paying, not getting the income necessary for that work. So all that growth was off the backs of people who were not seeing that growth.
Basically, that's the capital gains we need.
Yes.
No, that's
the
them
gains
unrealized
from when it
gains.
started
Yeah,
from all the way
unrealized
down. We need them gains.
Oh,
for sure.
hey man.
So
God
I don't
bless.
think it's if you can do those for me, if you can do those two things, I don't think it's stupid.
I was with you the whole time.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I think the only time I say that this might be a little stupid is if you're like going in the opposite way. So if
Right.
you're like a religion that has been found to be something that you were doing back in the day that was not true to what you do, then what happens?
I'm sorry.
What?
Your bookmark bar,
What is that?
the two Maxiant tabs.
It's
Oh.
Cori. I thought you were gonna say it's Cori.
Oh no, a big open arms. Nah, Max gonna go crazy. You know, I gotta get to it fast. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
Something going on. Let's get to the shadow work real quick, man. This one is because it's a year. I was like, we got a little fun, bro. So, what's a random celebratory moment in your life that is like a core memory? So it can be like, oh, the birth of my son or whatever, or it can be something just stupid, but it's like something that you think about often. That's like a celebratory moment.
Yeah.
To celebrate our first year.
I'm a guy that's like, I love the journey. So I always, the smallest things I make so big because I just love it because I know that we don't got but one of these. So like, I got a lot of them moments. But core memory, super jovial, celebratory moment. Oh, it's a tough one.
Share it with the world, man. We don't get to
that's
celebrate
what I'm
ourselves
trying to.
often.
Yeah.
There's so many.
I got two of them. I'll jump it out. I got two of them.
Okay. I know one. But go ahead.
No. I'm not going. I have way more than two. There's
Yeah,
like a
me too,
billion.
but
of
Yeah,
them.
that's what I'm
hit me
saying.
up.
I'm trying to think of some
I'll
good
tell you
ones.
why I chose mine after you done.
I got two that involve my homeboys. One literally just happened 2 nights ago. But one time, bro, I was playing intramural basketball, and I was like a hall director at the time. I was playing with like some students and everything else. We were down. We were in overtime, but we were down by 2, and there's like 4 seconds left, maybe 3 seconds. And I drew up a play, and I'm like, bro, just give me the ball at half court. We're gonna do this. I catch the ball at half court. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna drain that mud. They're like, nah, bro. I'm like, I'm telling you, I shoot this shot all the time. And it's a perfect moment, bro. It was like 10 p.m. All the basketball boys were in the
Upstairs
gym. Like,
watching down. Yep,
So it
yep.
was like packed in the gym. We went to overtime, so the next game was waiting to play. Like, it was just packed.
That's right.
I told my boy Luis to film this, but he did not. But it's okay because they were all there. Man, I caught that hoe. I shot that mug. Bro, everybody went crazy. They lifted me up. Like, bro, it felt like I won the NBA championship. So that moment, that will forever be a core memory to me because it was cool. And then the other night, bro, this sounds so stupid, but I texted him the other day, like, bro, y'all don't know what y'all just did for me. Y'all just, it was one of them, ding, ding, like it's a core moment that just happened. This is so stupid. We have an NCAA college football 25 dynasty. So if y'all don't know what that is, you get all your friends together. Y'all all own a team, and so you become like the head coach of the team. Y'all play the season out, and then whoever wins is the winner, and then you start the next season. So I make it to the championship game by the grace of God. I got Oklahoma State. I don't know how I made it, but things have transpired. I made it to the championship game. And I'm playing against this dude. We're streaming it. We stream all the games that are user games. And I'm on my stream. He's on his stream. And the boys are going back and forth between streams, like watching the game. But everybody's in that mug. At the end, bro, this is crazy. At the end, I'm losing by 1 point. And I got to get down the field in like 36 seconds to kick a field goal to try to win the game. And the stream is packed. I make it down the field. And I call a timeout. They yelling at me, timeout, timeout, timeout. I called a timeout, 2 seconds left. They lit. Everybody's like, shh, hold on. Let them lock in, let them focus. I kicked the field goal, I won the game. They're going crazy on the stream. Let's go. Like, they're going crazy, bro. I was like, this is funny because it's just a video game, but it was like a core moment of like, it's you and your boys. Y'all had a good time. Like, the season's over. I'm probably going to get washed next year. I didn't have a good recruiting year. But I won the championship, so I'm lit about that. And it was like a memory that will stick with me forever. Like, get you some people who you support, they support you, and y'all can do dumb, funny stuff like that all the time.
Yeah. Mine is, I'll never forget this. This is the day the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
But I'll tell you why it's a core memory. One, I had to work that day. And so we hijacked all the TV. Yeah, no, I mean, well, at that time, I was in sales, so I was not going to miss the money. You know,
I feel that. You got to get it, yeah.
So if this was the Super Bowl, this was like Samsung launch or something like that, because it's March, February, that area, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Man, I was like, sick about it, but hijacked every TV, and luckily everybody's watching the Super Bowl, so nobody called in wanting to spend some money. But I was mad because I was at work trying to, like, you know, when you're watching your football team,
you locked in.
It's a different. Maybe for me, I don't know. Maybe it's not might be everybody, but when I'm watching my football team, I am a whole different person.
Bro, my heart rate was 140 that whole game.
Yeah, I'm a whole different person. I become like a coach at the game. Like, I really feel like I'm actually at the game coaching the players on the field. I don't know why this happens to me, but I turn up like that. So I'm trying to hurry up and get out of there. I get out of there. I get home. My wife's telling me, man, you got laundry. You've been sitting here 2 or 3 days. Can you fix it? I'm like, man, dang. I'm trying to watch the game. So I'm folding laundry, mad because I'm folding laundry, but also we're about to win. Oh, my goodness. And when they won, I threw all the laundry down, and I ran outside to the middle of the street.
Me too.
And I literally took my jersey off and just screaming, fly, Eagle.
I was running.
I was screaming it at the top of my lungs. I've never felt so, like, as a fan of football, never felt that good in my life.
Bro.
I was tearing up without crying. Like, the tears were falling out my eyes, and I wasn't like I was so happy. I was like, fly, Eagle, fly. And everybody was like, bro, shut up. From, like, you know, that Coming to America moment. It was that moment. And I have it on video. Claudia recorded the whole thing. And then I came back in and I had to be quiet. Now, why is this important? Because the video of Kobe, he had his baby, and he was like, oh, we have to win. He was being quiet. So, like, it stuck with me because I remember thinking,
you
like,
had a Kobe moment.
Yeah. I had to come in because they was telling me shut up, and so I'm coming in like, you know. But yeah, I'll never forget that. That was a great.
Yeah,
feeling.
that was lit.
That was a great feeling.
I got plenty. Mine, B-Wood Cooks. I got
Plenty.
Kid.
Yeah.
I
plenty.
mean, I'm gonna go raunchy though. I'll tell you one of mine. This is a weird one.
B-Wood Cooks After Dark?
No, this ain't even B-Wood Cooks. This is
B-Wood
before.
That's hilarious.
Drop one of those.
So this is when I was out here. I was out here, and I had to go to Cali. I had some money, and I was trying to figure out, like, man, how I'm gonna get some stuff, how I'm gonna get this, how I'm gonna get that. I got to get to my clients, customers, all this stuff. So I ran in. I can get stuff done. I can meet somebody, relate. They want to be my best friend. That's just how it works. So I met this person. It was just random. I think I was at an In-N-Out Burger, and I was like, man, I'm not gonna leave Cali without nothing. Last resort, I stayed there almost a week, spent money on Ubers. I was getting down to my last little money. I could barely even get a flight. I was like, if I buy this, I can't get a flight. I can't do whatever. So I was talking to the person. They were like, oh, yeah, man. Yeah. You know how white people are. Oh, yeah, man, I had a black friend before. You kind of remind me of him. And I copped the 30-pack. For them. And that was my plug for a long time. That was a good moment in life. That was just a top moment. Of course, my kids, B-Will Cooks and all that, but that was when you're in the game.
You accomplished something.
Yes, like when you're in the game, and I got my first 30-pack. I was only planning to get 15. But because I met this guy just talking, being a nice guy, just being what my parents taught me, just be nice and be courteous and stuff like that. I met the plug of all plugs. And that was it. I went from 15 to 30, came back, and it was showtime, baby. I feel like Frank Lucas. I feel like Frank. But that was then. I can talk about it so freely now because I don't do it no more. It was just a good time in my life. A lot of people say it was negative, and so I was like, bro, I made a lot of money. Like it was, I felt good, but it was a big mistake. It was one of those stories where
you learn.
Look, you had a height, and then you hit the bottom of the bottom, and then you come out like Frank Lucas. Yeah. I had that moment.
For me,
reffing.
Nah, one of them is real recent, but fairly recent. Yeah, volleyball.
I'm about to say, it's one of the videos he was like this.
No.
No.
It was actually the national championship
girls.
D2 as a coach. One of the things that, like, for me, every time I coached volleyball, I was never the official coach, like, because I had a different job, so I was always a volunteer assistant. So every time I coached, I was not getting paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to Kendra. She was the first coach out of all the coaches that I worked for that said, like, you may not recognize it, but you are the reason why we're here. Like, because like I've always been the I don't know what you call it, like the mesh between coach and player. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the players could still see me as a person and not see me as only coach. Yeah. And so I was able to bridge a lot of like the relational and emotional gaps between any like player issues and stuff like that. And then I think the hard news came when I found out that I wasn't allowed to travel to the national championship, like to be with the team. I didn't have enough money to pay for my own flights and hotels and everything else. I wouldn't have had to pay for the hotel because Casey was like, look, if you can get the flight down there, then you can just stay with us. No big deal. You can stay in our hotel. But it was just like at a weird time, I just started my now current job. And so I was like, you know what? I just can't risk it. I can't stop and wait another month to get paid. So I got to just start this job. But every game of the Final Four, or actually technically it was the Elite Eight, every game I watched and I got announced every time, like my name was coming up on the TV and I was on the roster and everything else. And so it was just like this really good moment. The coaches were on the court calling me, like with the streamers still running down and like, we got you the shirt, we got you the ring, blah, blah, like, and it was just a really good feeling.
That's
like,
lit.
It was so live,
Boy, you a natty, boy.
Yeah. In the background, like I never played volleyball until I got to college, and I just, luckily volleyball transfers from basketball easily, like, so the footwork and the dynamics, and I just picked up the love for the game. And
intramurals at Tarleton, wasn't it?
I mean, that's kind of where it started.
Oh, I thought it was your first. I know it was
my first coaching job.
No, it was at Sand Volleyball at
Stovall,
3403. No, 3403. When Dad had that, remember Dad had that one summer where he had that sand. Mom made him build that.
Oh yeah, the one time on the side of the house.
Y'all remember when Mom made him do that?
On the side of the house, he had a volleyball court.
Yeah,
but it wasn't sand. It was that grass near the white wall.
The first one was sand.
He had sand.
I don't remember him having sand. But
by the well?
Yes.
No,
he had one over there too.
On the lower
part.
That's what I'm saying. But
I didn't see the sand.
No, he put the sand.
But he had the one low.
Thank you, bro.
He had the one low.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
But the thing is, knowing what I know now, he didn't put anything under it for the grass to not go through.
So grass just grew straight through.
So that's like a sand. If you think about how you like
manage
grass, you use
leveled it out.
to level it out. So over time, it just leveled.
Oh my gosh, that speed of core memories that unlocked. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just like, having not had I played NCAA college volleyball, so that was my experience, and then that led me to coaching. Like that, I just had a completely different path, and like all these coaches trusted my knowledge of the game and my like thirst for like learning and like getting better to help their players get better, which is why they always ask me to coach. And then the quick second one was a recent update, literally happened like right before I came to this episode. Outside or external contract. So for what I do, one of the side gigs that I've been wanting to do for a long time was not being locked into only doing my work for the place that I work. And so now I've picked up my first contract for investigating cases.
Oh, that's lit.
So in theory, I am a true
consultant
consultant.
Yeah, you're like that's hot.
That's really
that's lit.
Hey, so let me ask you a quick question before we go. Did you know when you were playing Stovall volleyball that you were gonna be a coach and all this stuff?
No, not at all.
It just-
At the time, I was strictly focused on playing. I was ready to transfer and leave Charlton if I could get picked up. But by the time I was in school, there still weren't enough men's volleyball teams.
So what was the shift in coaching? Was it just natural?
Well, the shift in coaching was
That was
I
the
started
option.
living in small town Texas, and the only way for a guy like me to
was the
play
option.
volleyball was to coach on that team.
That's right.
Because all the coaches,
They
not
was-
that
I
they're
didn't know
old,
that.
but they're old and they can't get on the court. And so I was the practice player as well. So like
Mhm.
I literally had, and maybe it's just how I learn. I'm very kinetic. I can learn in multiple ways, but I'm very kinetic. So if I can watch it, I can almost repeat it. So every single practice, and we're preparing for the next team, I become the best player on that team. And that whole week, I'm doing the things that player does.
Mhm.
Every
It's
single
like
time.
sparring and boxing.
Yeah.
No
So
different.
like, and
Or
so
JV
that
is,
helped
you know,
the girls.
helping the
Scout
girls.
team.
Even with
bro.
the knees?
Well, yes, but
Oh, okay.
because I was part of the staff, I had trainers and
Oh
everything
yeah,
else.
he was living
hey.
a life, boy. Look at
My,
me.
my boy got me some bread too. I used to work the lines and getting balls for
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
see man. What we're
Ball,
talking
it's called ball
volleyball.
shagging, but yes.
Yeah, that was facts. I was
Oh,
shagging
yeah.
balls.
Man, who came up with
Hey,
this?
but you
uh,
can. Hey, at the end of the day, it went at Charlton because they hosted tournaments, but also just like the
Them
regular.
girls be
games.
hitting hard too.
You can make stupid money on
Oh,
like tournament
bro.
weekends because I
was
was making
making
like
bread,
$60
bro.
a
Yeah,
game.
you
for
know,
Doing
that.
nothing.
people make fun of the ball guy at the tennis.
yeah.
yeah.
$60 to be a ball person?
Yeah, bro.
bro.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
stupid,
we're
bro.
talking college 62.
Yeah,
that's
When you broke, ain't got no funds.
Let me
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
something, bro.
That's what I'm
Listen,
saying.
buddy. When you,
$60 for what? In
Bro.
college?
And you got to be
Oh, bro,
in the
all
game.
you have to do,
I'm going straight to Montana.
all you have to do is wear an orange
Straight
shirt.
to the club.
Yeah.
All you have to do is wear an orange
Listen,
shirt.
right after that,
I'll be there, bro.
listen, this is how crazy you are when you're a college kid and you're broke. $60, right? Everybody, all four of us, we're going to the bar. Hey, let me get a...
Immediately.
yeah.
And I hope they got dollar whales.
Ain't no hope.
Dollar
Ain't no
Whales
hope.
is
We're-
legend.
We're going where they have dollar drinks.
yeah, I'm
Because
about
I'm
to
going
say.
stupid. I'm putting a 20 up for
shout out to
everybody.
Bostox and what was the other one? Start with an R. Rock
Rock
and
and
P.
P,
Rock and
which are not
P.
there anymore.
Yeah.
You went. What was it? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, boss.
Yeah,
I
see,
seen
this is
like
I'll be
crazy.
going back.
Y'all went to a PWI.
Circle P. Yeah.
I went to similarly a PWI, but in the actual
In the hood. Yeah.
So when y'all talk about establishments, y'all are talking about like country establishments. I'm saying stuff like Money's, 32 GG's, like Rockabillys. These are like hood clubs.
Shantae Catfish.
Bro, when we leave to go to the club, it looked like a bunch of us out there.
Oh, for sure. No, it was,
we could only go to
The only,
city limits on
city-
certain nights because they
Facts.
didn't play our
Facts.
music
But
every
then
other
we can
night.
go to what's the name though? Oh my God, I always blank out on the name. Wasn't City Limits a little bit further down, bro? That's where all the black people went.
Oh, Rock. Oh,
Not Rock and P. It's
Nope.
further down. It's actually
tree?
still
Hey,
there. It was
baby!
at Boughton.
What they call? Hey, what they call it? The tree?
nah, it's called.
Baby, because Katie used to go there.
It starts with a B, I think. No.
It's not
I
Boston.
don't know.
Bull Nutter was a
No,
restaurant.
Nah,
Bull
yeah,
Nutter was a restaurant,
I don't know. Bar C.
Yeah, you go.
Bar
there you
C.
go.
Bar C, yeah.
It's Bar C, right? Then she looking like, my bad, I didn't mean to annoy you.
Is it Bar C, the place that they where we used to go?
Yeah,
Well,
Bar C.
Yeah, Katie
That's where I met you, boy.
Katie have a throwback. I can throw my
In a circle.
exactly, the square face ahead. Nah, shout out to Stephenville.
Did they have tea over there? Did they have tea in Barcy? Were they getting well?
Yeah, they did have tea, but it was like a Long Island iced tea.
Yeah, for $1.
So
had water?
that's not good. That's not the tea you're supposed to be drinking when you're supposed to get well, because that's gonna lead you to have a hangover. So if you do have that hangover, you're gonna wake up and drink some real tea.
Ah.
You're gonna go back to sleep because you need sleep. That's how you rest it off. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna hydrate. You're gonna be well, and you're gonna come back next week because this will be the first episode of our second year.
Second season.
I guess
What
you
we're gonna call it. You know, like we
Yeah.
did.
just one
we
season
make
in
it-
by year. Season 2 coming up.
Season
Hey.
two. Yes, sir.
If it's up.
Then it's stuck.